the smoke shop. Phone store. Try to upgrade my phone, but I think I'm gonna save that for next month. And I got a free apron, and then I've got a free sifter. Got a nice free apron. Got a nice mineral, and then zip tie. And then I want to see this mineral again. It's just shiny. And then I think I've got a couple really small items that are pretty much in a different pocket. Then I gave a couple of plastic tubs a Sterilite drawer. I got a pretty good like drink or fluids for fluids. And these right here on the way back. So on the way there, I brought. Then like last week, I got a kind of like a transparent purple. I got some type of like Band-Aid, like flexible clear tape. I guess they call it, pretty useful. It comes with a nice dispenser, a random Ziploc, and then I got a free toothbrush, which is all. I think I have 3 right now. Ready to or going to reveal on a dental. Is this the inside? You know, the size of the clips, and they're actually a decent size for like the size of the teeth. So if I were to make like something for teeth and stuff, depending how many are missing, I could start bending the paper clip and actually use uh and also use another paper clip to kind of guide me to the next bend and stuff, for pretty much where, you know, this could actually clip on the back of a couple of teeth and things. These molds and templates, I need a clean tray or something, but it kind of guides me to like the overall. So this could be sitting on top, but also really strong. So I would actually have one clip on this side and another clip for the inside. So hopefully it's, and you know, hopefully just to show off the clip, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I gotta decide basically. But there's a missing tooth there, then a tooth, and then there's 2 missing teeth. So this may be a little bit, you know, not a real. I want to get it a little more precise or something like that. But this is just a rough bend. It's pretty easy with a pair of pliers and stuff. So it's still the same process. And then now with, well, just for one of the teeth. So I'm just um, I'm gonna bend this this the bottom basically, just because it's not gonna be there. Um, it's going to be complicated, but that's going to be material from resin or something. So I'm going to try to bend this, um, you know, but just leave a little bit of corner for the clip. So I bent the. So now, so this might be a little too high or something, or it even could go diagonally. So this is quite interesting situation right now. It's just the wire itself, I didn't want to cut it off. You know, I kind of had to end everything so that the ends would actually embed into the epoxy. But it actually forms into like a clip that I could actually clip onto you know, material. So let's go ahead and try to line it up. Uh, it might even have to be turned the other way, um, just just because there might be larger teeth. But as you can see, it kind of lines up a little bit. And you know, the inside of the mouth is going to be lower, the gum line. So this control where these ends are going to point. But as you can see, it's going to actually hold 2 teeth, hopefully. And but just as the original design of the clip, even though this front side might be a little weaker, like it'll bend or have too much, that I could, eventually work with like a small situation to add like a small screw and things like that to really hold that and bridge that together. And but just the overall alignment and what you could actually get from a um, paper clip for kind of like the bridge where there's going to be more support. So I basically bent the wires, uh, and then now that kind of makes a slight bridge right there. I could the situation is this might be a little too small, or things might need to be re I just really you know and I could actually and trimmed up basically, maybe have you know so paperclip and well, yeah, this way for any of the back, to help this back loop, so all right, so this is basically like a retainer, they was call it, or within the there are a few more micro bends I might have to use, like a but I did and reconnect basically, and things. It's going to be but it basically doesn't come unfolded, and it still has the clipping form. I could curve this clip. This may be the real uh, partial or denture type of clip. I can also, when I'm making the epoxy resin, or just selecting the missing teeth and things, as I mentioned, I could cut grooves in it, um, and also add any like rubber cushioning for the gums, uh, like silicone pieces, maybe pieces of rubber and things like that can actually, but this clip, I could really be, uh, uh, as people say, you know, you know, forceful or something. And, with how I looped everything, kind of like a jewelry type of situation where things are actually, and that forms a clip that goes onto kind of gum lines. But, so people would actually solder that and grind that down, to really, have no issues with comfort or anything. But making the first one, and it actually lines up and has some, and right here, like the front has both sides, you know, um, like that. I think the back side would actually be missing. It's really hard to work on the back teeth and stuff. I think that would actually hold in a little bit better. And find something clean. I might even special order rubber coated paper clips, but it's, and then this way actually, just to really keep things uniform with the whole repair, and then just kind of bend a few angles, and then I should be able to, um, pretty much, it's got to be a backside and a front side clip, and like two teeth and stuff, and work on trying to, and maybe a ruler, small enough ruler to really, and taping just the tooth reference, and be on my way to making Welcome to Upside DIY. So I'm gonna get one of these, and I have Dremels or other types of crowns in this paper box is a Dremel kit. So got one of these out, and there's more. And then I've got this spare tote, so I can put this right here. So I'm getting a few pieces of clear plastic. I think it's going to help when I add epoxy. I might be able to get away with some green, you know, just because the gum line might be green also. So I got a few. I also found one of the templates that I was making. This one for the front row. And I found a spatula for my thermal paste. I could also add some pieces of paper for just any, or cardboard, for just any type of scribing, and basically it's going to be really small. The you know the and you know the final I will call it more. Then I want actual molds like this right here, where I can see where the missing teeth are. For myself, basically, these are from me. I might have to have another tote to have a few of these, you know, sorted out. But I've got some more templates and stuff. The thing that I'm trying to do is kind of have, I use bubble gum, and so just really sorting out basically most of these. I actually, yeah, so I actually could use another tote. I would say like 2 or 3, and I think I do have a few. The bubble gum or the filler situations. So whatever templates that I already started goes there. So this is going to be a pretty good you know, just box, I would say, DIY stuff of you know, just some of the items, and you know, there might be extras, I'm not 100, and types of things for other things, but you know, go through some of this stuff and put things, you know, some of these are for different, but you know, just put the, depending on what I need, and there are a few other like sheets, I would say, or even just another box. So what I'm trying to use this stuff for is actually like a kind of trying to pretty much, it's more like a pretty much something for this was the first stage, and then this was the second stage, but it just depends where I'm kind of you know, processing at the moment and stuff. I might lay some type of other like even silicone, and then press these in, and just to kind of hold it. But first I've got to pretty much have diagrams of, you know, the structure and stuff. This is a technical match and things like that. But so, and then I've got to find which teeth will actually go into that, and then basically it's going to be really small, so I'll have to use like tweezers and adhesives to really hold stuff down. But I got most of, you know, just possible gum line or dimensions